Okay, welcome, Andrea. Welcome to the 2022 New Zealand Mural Contest. Because this event is so different than our normal one, because it's, especially the artists and all our previous 7 have all come to Katikati and painted together. We thought it would be good to just have a little informal chat with each artist so the local community can get to know you and get to learn a little bit about you, because they're not going to actually meet you. So it's one of the things I was just telling my committee the other day is some of these artists I'm not even ever going to meet either. So yeah. So anyway, so have you haven't entered this competition before, have you?
I haven't been part of this competition before. I did submit an application for one of the competitions, must have been about 8 years ago, and I didn't get accepted. So it's pretty exciting to be accepted this time. Yeah.
Well, this one is this one a bit more of a theme or style that interests you a little bit more, portraits?
Yeah, absolutely. It's completely my thing. So I'm really excited to be doing it.
That's good. Yeah. So where are you currently based?
So we have been in Welcome Bay in Tauranga for about 10 years, but we actually moved up the mountain to Oropi. So we're up in the country, just out at the top of Tauranga, and yeah, it's nice and peaceful up here.
That's nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice rural spot, but handy to the city.
Yeah.
Have you always been in Tauranga, or where have you lived other places?
Actually, I was born in Auckland, and then I left in early 80s over to the UK, and my family are English, and so I grew up there, and we've just been back in Tauranga since 2011.
Okay, yeah. So that's good. So you have family, obviously.
Yeah, so I've got 4 children and 2 grandchildren, 2 grandsons, and family back in the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your art. So are you a part-time artist or a full-time artist?
I am a part-time artist. I'm a frustrated part-time artist. I actually homeschool, and I've homeschooled for the last 5-6 years. So and we've needed to do that. So it's been a real privilege to be able to homeschool, but it has meant that I have to prioritize everything, and that can be, anyone who's creative knows how frustrating that can be. Yeah.
So what's your full-time occupation, in other words, then? What are you trained as?
Oh, well, I trained as a hairdresser by way of wanting to go to study to be a makeup artist for fashion photography, and so I trained, and I was really interested in fashion photography, and I went to the London College of Fashion and studied there, and actually I did some night classes. My auntie suggested I did some art classes to try and bolster my application for that college, and actually I found that I liked the art more than all the fashion stuff, way more, and so yeah, that became something that I started really enjoying in my early 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So have you always had an interest in the arts?
I used to doodle. I was definitely one of those kids that used to doodle when I was supposed to be doing something else more sensible. And I just love color and composition. And I think the thing that's really got hold of me more and more is the discipline of figurative work and portraiture. It's
So you're only using the paint medium is the only style of art or medium that you use?
I actually love, although technically I think it's considered painting, but I love pastel. I've done a lot of portraiture in pastels. I've done a lot of on-the-spot portraiture. And
I think you sent a picture of you in a must have been a marketplace or something or other, drawing some portraits.
That's right. I used to do a lot of drawing of life and bustle around the Tauranga Farmers Market, and a lot of on-the-spot portraits through Farmers Market and the Little Big Markets back in the early days. And I learned with a lady in the UK who used to do on-the-spot portraiture, and she took me out and we did live work at festivals together. And she always said, you know, she'd be glad to hand that across to me because her eyesight was starting to go. And now I'm finding my eyesight is starting to, you know, it's a challenge. So, but I love it. And I think, you know, just the whole excitement around creating a portrait in a short space of time. You have to be very courageous and bold, and all the adrenaline's going, you know, you've got to come up with a really good result really fast. And it's really exhilarating. It's quite fun. All the endorphins go, and hopefully most of the time you just get this real joy because you've made this lovely piece of artwork and people go away and generally speaking are really, you know, happy with it and they treasure it. So it's a lovely way of producing live art. It's great.
Because I suppose you're concentrating very much on the main features.
Yeah, you have to observe. Yeah, it's just so important to really look hard. And if you've got little ones that are fidgeting and moving around, and you know, you've got to work quite fast. It's a huge challenge, but I love that challenge. I must like a challenge. Yeah.
Is there a style that you enjoy doing more than others?
Yeah, I think I still do live drawing classes when I can because I think it just really helps to keep that you know, working fast and that focus. But I love contemporary realism and especially around, you know, figurative work and portraits. And I actually used to do quite a bit with pointillism. Especially with landscapes and things. So I still really love pointillist work too.
So is there an artist or somebody that you really admire and you?
Yeah, oh, so many people, Steve. It's so hard, isn't it? So many people are inspiring. Probably of the now, I really love the work of Shane Wolfe. He's an American artist who does, he's based in Paris and he does some amazing figurative work, and all his works are entirely done from life. So he's really exceptional. I really just like enjoying seeing work that comes up through my Instagram of you know, other contemporary realism artists and seeing what they're doing and how they work, and there's some real talent out there. So yeah.
So how do people get to see your art? Do you do just commission, or do you have exhibition?
I have a website. It's needing updating. It's a little tired. They do get tired. I have social media, so Facebook and Instagram. So yeah, you can find me on Andrea Green Art on Instagram. That's where most of my recent stuff gets dropped. Yeah.
So do you have something in your painting career that you've done that would be a real highlight, something that you've gone, oh man, that was a real challenge, but it was one of those works of art that you're really proud of?
Oh, You know, I just think, to be honest, I think just I had a tender to draw on the spot portraits down at Main Beach years ago, and the cruise ships were coming in, and I would draw people coming off the cruise ships, and it might not seem like much of a highlight, but for me that was a huge thing, because I really had to put myself out there, and it took a lot of courage, and I found that really rewarding, and that was definitely a highlight for me, meeting lots of people, having little conversations just for those half an hour, you know, just learning about people and connecting, because like your competition is all about people, it's about people, and it really is. And I think when we're depicting portraits and people, it's all about the human condition and connecting.
It's a little bit disappointing this year that people aren't actually able to be there with you while you paint and talk to you. It's a challenge for some who have never done that before, but for others like yourself, you would probably find that really enjoyable.
It definitely gets the adrenaline going, but that's the reward is in that, I think, in connecting with people.
So what do you enjoy most about art, painting?
It's so hard to define that. I'm just compulsive about creating. It's something I have to do. I love it. I find my peace in it. I find my challenge in it. And I think portraits just, there's something just very connecting, really, about depicting people, emotion. So yeah, I think whatever I'm drawing, it's the challenge and just a need to be creative.
So as you talk about, it's obviously one of the things that you really enjoy doing. So was that one of the reasons why this year's competition really sparked your interest?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I'd been exhibiting at the Carlton Gallery a couple of years ago, and had a lovely pastel portrait that I had. It was probably one of my favorite works, actually, and it was on display at that exhibition. And you mentioned to me, actually, Steve, so I can totally blame this whole experience on you, was that, you know, you said, oh, that's nice, you'd be interested in this competition that's coming up. So yeah, I've got you to thank for being here, so thank you.
My pleasure. So what would be a goal or a bucket list event or something that you would love to do? It doesn't matter whether it's art or anything. Something you would just love to do.
So there's I've been doing a bit of work lately, a bit more with glass mosaic, and I would really like to submit something for the Molly Morpeth 3D award, maybe at some point in the coming years, as I develop that technique a bit more. I'd really love to submit a portrait for the Adam Portrait Award. That's a really big one, and I'd really also love to try and have a crack at the BP Portrait Award in the UK. It never hurts to try, right? So that would be great. And I think in terms of, you know, going and doing something, I'm a real fan of Art Escape Italy, in Tuscany, where they run workshops, and they're just, you know, fabulous, and they have some tremendous artists from around Europe and that go and do a workshop there for a week. So that is definitely on my bucket list if I'm allowed back out to Europe again.
Go travel again.
Yeah.
So what other interests or hobbies or things that you enjoy doing, or?
Well, recently I've done a bit with community gardens around Tauranga through Good Neighbour. So I'm really interested in sustainability, living more sustainably, and growing food locally. So we try and grow a lot of our own food, and yeah, being a bit more sustainable, walking a bit more lightly on the earth if we can, where we can. And I think I'm probably quite political. I'm really interested in global politics, and I love art being used as a medium to express that sometimes. Like, I love Banksy, you know, artists that really use their skills to really say something about what's happening in the world. I really admire that. So yeah, I haven't got there yet, but you know, watch this space.
Is there anything else you think we might be interested in you?
Oh, dark secrets. I can't think of anything very exciting. Not really, but yeah, I would really like to do a bit more as time allows around my homeschooling. I'd like to be a bit more connected with some of the groups around Tauranga. It's quite a challenge trying to balance everything, but yeah, doing things a bit more collaboratively with other artists would be amazing. Yeah.
So do you know any of the other artists that are in the competition?
There's some pretty big names there that I've seen around Tauranga, and a few people that have been involved quite a few times with this award. So there's a few Australian artists that I haven't heard of, and I was really excited to see the young lad that you know, the youngest member, who's also new to this competition this year, and that's just really exciting. And I was reading his review about how much he likes drawing, how he's always drawing, and you know, that's just terrific. So I'm really excited to see all the diversity of the different ways people approach the challenge.
That's one of the things that I think in past events that the artists have found really good, being able to work together.
Yeah.
And a lot of them have formed really good friendships.
Yeah.
And that's something that's just a little bit going to miss this time. But anyway,
yeah.
At least we're having competition.
Yeah, and hopefully, yeah, exactly. And hopefully we can move ahead, and you know, in another couple of years it'll be something else. And yeah.
Well, very good, Andrea. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts and your interests and what you enjoy doing. And we wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, Steve.
We'll catch up with you on the 19th.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Around 9 o'clock, we'll kick off. So all the very best.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you.
And we'll start with Kerry.
Yes. Good morning, everyone.
Morning, Kerry.
Morning, Kerry. That's looking incredible, by the way.
Thank you.
Dang.
Thank you.
Yep. So did you do anything last night?
Did I do anything? I did a little bit of painting. I did a little bit on the bird.
Yeah.
I want to do a little bit more later. I'm just starting to paint Luca. I think that's how they pronounce it. I don't know.
Luca the dog. Yep.
The dog. Cute little thing it is. Yeah, so I'm just starting to, you know, map it out a little bit and paint it, and hopefully I'll get most of it done today. I'm going to put, because I don't think there's enough actual color in the thing that I've got so far, so I'm going to put some a bit of a floral thing down in the bottom corner to brighten it up a bit. And I made a mistake. You probably can't see it, but I dropped paint on it, which is really great. You know, everyone loves that when that happens. And so I'm going to put something in here as well, and to pretend that never happened. So. What's that?
Happy little mistakes.
Yeah, you love it, especially when it's across a face. That's great when that happens.
Very good. Thanks, Kerry.
Thank you.
Shane.
Yeah, today I did a little bit last night. I've kind of been up reasonably early this morning, cracking on. started adding like some texture and stuff. Try and move this around, but sort of down here,
Oh,
kind of adding in some stuff. And
Those butterflies are so cool.
thanks,
it is
man.
beautiful painting that. Really good.
I'm liking all like the sort of orchid colors coming out in there. It's quite cool. And then kind of, yeah, like lots of skin toning to do on the hands still. And then I might kind of thinking of putting in some autumn leaves or something. See how it go.
Cool.
Stunning. The shirt is amazing.
Cheers.
Brilliant.
Very good. Thanks, Shane. Dan, good morning.
Morning. I'm sorry I was late.
That's all right.
The computer's so slow. I think they blame it on school kids on holiday, don't they? Or using whatever. Anyway, I'm here now.
Or your Wi-Fi.
Nothing changed.
Have you done anything this morning, or you didn't pull an all-nighter?
The trouble is, you keep seeing things to be done. The time is ticking by, and you're just going backwards, as I said before. But basically, what I did, I took it to another room, did like a checklist looking at it, and it's marvelous what it looks like in the other room. Don't look at it now. So I'm going through my checklist, going around again, and around again, around again. But when you mentioned about the folds that Shane has got, I struggled so much with a black jacket yesterday. Don't know why I did it. Anyway, I've got a lot to do yet.
Very good. Thank you. Steve.
Hey everyone. Yeah, I worked well into the night last night. Unfortunately, it's school holidays here, so we have the grandchildren around every day, and we haven't got them today, so I can actually do something without getting distracted. It's more the big kid in me gets distracted, like PlayStation yesterday. Couldn't help myself. Yeah, so I really went hard last night, and I got up early this morning. And actually, my wife worked late night shift, and she didn't get home until 3:30 a.m. So made all this noise, and I woke up. I thought, I can't get back to sleep. Might as well go paint. So I've been up since about 4. I'll probably crash and burn probably at lunchtime. But yeah, it's sort of working well. I think the colours have got that complementary colour thing happening. Introduced a darker teal, which complements an orange, and it's really worked well, actually. I thought blue and yellow originally, but the orange seems to work a bit more vibrant. Anyway, it's all going well. Yeah, I'm not that I'm not that great a painter, so the folds and that really I'm not too worried about it, as long as it's close enough, near enough for me. So it's more about the imagery rather than the concept, rather than a photographic likeness for me. So I'm happy with what I'm doing. So, but yeah, Shane's is like looking at a photo right now. So it's great, Shane, and everyone else's. Kerry, I know, will come up with a photo as well. So, yeah, well, as usual, I'm here just to make Kerry look good.
Oh, no. I've seen your drawing, so I saw your book.
No, the only prize I won was the one when Kerry was sick and didn't show up.
Okay, Wolf. Good morning.
Morning. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about the progress I've done on the face, and I've started adding a bit of color and stuff to the things on the side. But yeah, I've got lots to do still, so getting a bit anxious about it.
Gonna pull an all-nighter tonight?
Hopefully not, but probably.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing the same.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully not, but
Is there any area you're going to concentrate on today? Or just
all of it.
move around as you're inspired?
I think I'm gonna do the hair and the chicken, because I feel like those are gonna be kind of take a bit more time. Like the objects on the side, I want them to be kind of cartoonish a little bit, anyways. So should be all right. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing the chicken and the hair. Try to get that in, and so then I can go back and do more detailing if I have the time. But
Very good. Right. Michelle.
Morning. Yeah, I'm the same as Andrea. I was up till like 3 a.m. Not that you can tell, to be honest. And
Looks
I
great.
haven't touched anything this morning yet.
The background's
But-
so good.
You've done the back
Yeah.
of the paper.
Back of the paper, yep.
Yeah.
And she didn't have her necklace on or anything, and I've sort of everything I do to this, I end up doing in triplicate.
Oh,
But today's focus is doing the part that I have been avoiding like the plague, so this part in here. And that's what I'll try and do today. Which probably means I'll go and go for a drive and get the article that you sent us printed out and then try and relay that somehow on here.
Yep.
Yeah. That's it.
Very good.
And although I want to do something in here, that might be a tomorrow job and the face.
All right. A lot of work in the newspaper. It's looking amazing.
Beautiful job, isn't it? Really, really good job. Yep.
Okay.
I like the hair in that one. It's beautiful.
Andrea.
Good morning. So Sue's coming along quite well. I was focusing on her wristwatch, which was really difficult to do, tiny little numbers. And that's just about done. And her vest, getting all the texture in there. And started on her hair a little bit as well. And I've just started penciling in today the foreground, which is going to be some passion flower vines. So you'll be able to have a look at those later on this afternoon when they're all done. Yeah. So then tomorrow it will just be having a little mad run around the whole thing, trying to pull the portrait together and the face and just all the last minute polishing up right to the line, I would say. Yeah.
Very good. Thank you. Zeke.
hello. So it doesn't look like I've done a whole lot, but I've spent pretty much all yesterday just trying to get the colors and everything looking right. With the shading and blending, it's stuff that I've never really done before. So, yeah, no, I'm happy with it so far. But comparing it to your guys's, it's just like, oh wow. I'll come back in a few years and then I'll have it on lock, you know.
Oh,
I think you're doing a
Zeke, it's
great-
amazing.
I think
Yeah,
you're doing
me
a great
too.
job.
Brilliant.
We can really see the work you've done. It looks wonderful, really good.
Thank you.
Really nice warm tones. It's looking really nice. He
Yeah,
looks cheeky.
yeah, I'm glad that I picked out the right colors from Brazine. I went there with like no idea as to like what I was actually gonna do, so I just got the colors that I thought I need for the face, and then that was it. And so I haven't actually had to mix too much, but it's whenever I need to find like a specific color to blend into a darker color that it gets difficult. But yeah, no, it's been fun.
So what are you going to concentrate on today?
I might try. I'll get his jacket and shirt on the side bottom left there done, and then I've got to work on the mouth quite a bit. Just get that finished and looking right. And then I might do something in the background later tonight or tomorrow morning if I have time, but I'm not too stressed. I'd rather just get the face looking really good.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well done, Zeke.
Thank you.
Lorraine. Oh, she's got a mute on. Oh, no, here she comes.
Yeah, the neighbor has an arborist over, so hopefully it doesn't start. So I have done a lot of work on the motif up here, got some of the dark outlines in, and also some of the darker shadows in the face as well. Yeah, got to crack on with those, try and get the right level of overall brightness versus shading on the face. And yeah, so many more lines to do up here.
Very good.
Looking stunning.
What did you
Yes.
call the circle thing? A motif or?
Yeah.
So what is that? Like,
So it's kind of a stained glass window
yeah,
that
right.
I've designed.
No, I can see that. So what's the 12? Is it sort of based on a clock, or is that just how you
It's
want
based
to do
on
it?
rosette windows and cathedrals.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I looked at since he's an Anglican vicar, I tried to look at stuff from Anglican churches and stuff in cathedrals from before the Anglican Catholic split. Try and get those
Nice. Yeah, very good.
sort of designs.
Was that's a horse there, right? Or a unicorn or something?
Yeah, horse,
Nice. Very cool.
which is, it's ended up being much less weird looking, I would say, than most of the horses in stained glass windows.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've seen
There's some
horses.
funny looking ones. They look like
I've
dogs.
never seen a horse before.
Yeah, I'll see what's on Aussie Steve's playlist today.
Bowie today. I'm going full on Bowie. I'm just going to
Nice.
start at the start and play the lot.
Might give that a go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds good.
Except I won't play his last album, Black Star. It's very, very sad.
It is,
Sadder
isn't
than
it?
Lou Reed.
Okay.
Okay, I'll put some Bowie on today too.
I played Tower Philadelphia the other day. Like that's one of his real old ones. So I just listened to the whole album.
Right.
But like when I first heard that, I was like, 19 or something like that. That's how old it is.
I'll leave you at this point. All the best. See you later.
See you later,
Bye, Dan.
Dan.
Yeah,
So,
Oh, they're all looking so amazing.
Yeah.
Can't we just like split the winnings? Because everybody's just brilliant. Like,
Sounds
how
like a
you
good
even
idea to me.
choose, man? They're just brilliant. They're brilliant.
I'm certainly looking forward to seeing them all sort of
Together.
in real life together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's going to be an incredible exhibition.
I can't wait to
So-
see them all up close.
Yeah, yeah,
are we going to have an exhibition where we put them all up in a hall together?
yeah.
Cool.
When we get them all back and I get Steve and Kerry's re-stretched,
Yeah.
and we've got a gallery, the Carlton Gallery. Some of you will know that one. Andrea and Shane and Steve and Lorraine know about that one, and we'll hang them all in there.
Beautiful.
They'll be there for a couple of weeks, and that's where they'll be judged. It's all lit up nicely and everything. It's all got and that's where they'll be judged. And for the 2 weeks, we'll also allow the public can come in and they can vote on which one they like as well. And
Oh, that's cool.
people's choice one. So they do a coin donation to and the winning one, the one with the most votes, gets all the money. But,
Oh,
That was loaded last time, Steve. Yeah, Matthew and its partner. I think he
Yeah,
got
probably.
about $100 worth of $2 coins and just went
That's
crazy.
brilliant.
Oh, I might
Yeah.
do that.
What was the
That's-
prize? A couple of grand or something? Yeah, it was worth doing.
Shane used to have a benefactor a few years ago.
I think that sort of thing happens quite often. I used to always think that it should be the viewer's choice, should be the big money. But after being to some of these mural fests, like you get everyone's relatives that live in that area come along and they just vote
Ah.
and vote.
Yeah, stuffing,
It doesn't really work out fair, to be honest.
stuffing greenbacks on their own.
Yeah.
They carry the Rochester Mural Festival. Whoever's got the board closest to the tree with the box always wins the people's choice.
It only costs a little bit. It only costs a little bit to get that, Steve. I've had it a few times now, so.
So that's the plan for once we get them all back. So yeah. So
Are we having
About
a-
that digital one?
what was that, Leek?
You were saying we were going to put them all together like digitally somehow?
Yeah. Once I've got them all, we'll get them all high resolution, and then we'll make up like a montage mural thing. And we'll include other bits and pieces. So it means, so it tells a story.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll keep you all informed on what happens. So yeah.
So Steve, was it is it a virtual prize giving so we can all be
well,
or is it a physical one where we can go and meet each other? Most of us.
What we're hoping is the way it's developing at the moment, it looks like we might be able to have an actual physical one for those who can come. But if it remains like it is now, or even gets better, I think we'll definitely try and have something in real time.
How far
Can you
away
guys get up? Can you guys get up from Welly? Do you think?
Possibly.
Possibly, yeah, depending when.
And then we could have Steve and Kerry on the big screen.
Yeah.
No, I'll actually fly over.
Will you come over?
It's cheaper to go to New Zealand than
That would be so
Queensland.
cool. That would be terrific.
Yeah. We'll
Yeah,
give
man.
you, yeah,
He knows everyone in Catty. Go on.
Can you bring Kerry with you?
Yeah. No, I just want to go back to the quarry, Steve, that arty-farty quarry place with all the art.
the Tapuna
Quarry.
Park, yeah.
Yeah, we were going to Rotorua and never made it. I spent 2 days at that quarry. I loved it.
As far as Tapuna.
So nice.
That was great.
Tauranga.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I'll keep you all well informed, and we'll give you plenty of warning on what's happening. So yeah.
So what do you reckon, Steve? About what, a month?
Well, how
you got a
long
rough-
do you think for your guys' stuff to come over?
Well, I can mail mine on Monday, so
Yeah, early next week. Send it out. It doesn't take long. It's already dry, so.
Steve, do you wrap it around a cylinder and then put it inside the cylinder as well? Or how do you go about it?
You talking about me, Steve?
Yeah.
Monk? Yeah. I've done it before. I just roll it and put it in a mailing tube and just.
So you
hope
just
for the
roll
best.
it up. You don't put it around another.
Normally though, you roll it with the paint on the outside, because if you
Yeah.
have it on the inside, you'll crush the paint.
Yeah.
That's an oil painting, but I don't know how you go with acrylic. It stretches, doesn't it, acrylic? So it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No.
Yeah, I understand.
Guys, I'm gonna get to painting.
Yeah, we've got
Yeah, I think I will
will.
too.
Take care, everybody. See you this afternoon.
Yeah,
See you later.
see you this afternoon, everybody.
Yeah.
Righty.
See you, Steve.
Enjoy.
See you later, everyone.
Yeah.
See ya.
Oh, Kerry.